Hello, fifth grade. This is a video that I'm going to try to make. I'm going to try to start making these at the beginning of each week to be there to help you out even more and let you see what's going to be graded, what things you need to be looking out for this week. Because remember, there will be no more retakes or retests. And also make sure before you submit anything, check with a parent at home. It does not have to be submitted that day. If your parent doesn't get home till the next day or until that night, it can wait. Just don't hit submit. Okay? Alright, so things to be on the lookout for this week in fifth grade. It looks like on Wednesday, cause today is day 16 officially. On Wednesday, you will be having a test, and it will be labeled as Living in Shells Part 3. So it should look, let's see, it'll look like this. And at the bottom, it'll ask you to do these things. Now, I've made a much easier way to understand what they're wanting you to do, and I've put it over here, so if you need to pause the video, you can. And I've also gave some extra options here as well. So what you want to do is you're going to be narrating a story. This can be a story that you created with your own characters or anything like that, or a story or a book that you know, or a TV show, or a movie, or anything like that. Any story you know extremely well and you like to be a narrator of and tell it. So you're going to introduce characters within here. You're going to write 3 paragraphs telling the beginning, middle, and conclusion of the story. So each paragraph should be at least 4 to 5 sentences. Check out the paragraph document I sent you in your email if you need even more help. And you're going to organize your story in a series of events that make sense. So if I was doing, everybody knows the 3 Little Pigs. If I was doing the 3 Little Pigs, I'd say the characters, are the Big Bad Wolf, 3 Little Pigs. I would want to make sure my series of events makes sense. I shouldn't start out with them being at the brick house and the wolf can't blow it down, because that comes at the end. So you want to use transitional words within your paragraph. So you want to use things like first, second, third, last, afterwards, meanwhile, next. Use these to help your series of events flow. So remember, it should be 3 paragraphs. I'm just looking for some basic 3 paragraphs. You're being a narrator telling me a story. If you can make up your own story, that's really cool. If you don't have that creative flow going right now, use a story that you know. So again, this is what you can use. Make sure you use proper spelling and grammar, and make sure you write complete sentences. All sentences start with a capital N with some type of punctuation. In math, there's a small quick check on exponents on Friday. A small quick check on exponents on Friday. I'm going to make a better video for you, kind of explaining exponents more. But let's see. The exponents kind of look like this. It'll say 10 raised to the 3rd power. So a lot of things that people or kids usually see, they see this and think, oh, that's 10 times 3. And no, it's not 10 times 3. It's this number right here is telling you how many times this number multiplies by itself. So that means you're going to be taking 10 and multiplying 10 by 10 3 different times. So I'm going to say 10 times 10 times 10. And that is 10 raised to the 3rd power. With tens is kind of easy because that number can tell you how many zeros you just need to add to the back of it. So if I got 10, I add 3 zeros. And 10 raised to the 3rd power is 10,000. So that's a lot different than saying 10 times 3, which is 30. So there's a big difference between 30 and 10,000. So also, let's say I had another one. I'm sorry, I'm using paint, so writing's not going to be that great. If I had 3 raised to the 3rd power, that's the same thing as saying 3 times 3 times 3. And I solved that by saying 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 3 raised to the 3rd power is 27. Like I said, I'm going to make a better video of it, but that's what's going to be coming up on Friday in math for you. In social studies, let's see if I can find the social studies for you real quick. In social studies, remember we're on day 16. And this is on social studies. Rebuilding the South Part 4 is where I saw something that would be graded. Rebuilding the South Part 4. Okay, so it's going to ask you this question. Who was determined to make sure the loyalty of white Southerners was restored? Make sure to check out these at the bottom. Just read these at the bottom and think about who it's talking about the most, and it will make your answer really easy. Read these two at the bottom. All you really got to do is think about who is talking about the most here, and you will find your answer real quick. Alright, for science, I saw something coming up in science. It was Mixtures and Solutions Part 4, so let's bring that up. I have all the classes in here, so I kind of got to just scroll through everything. Science, Mixtures and Solutions Part 4. Alright, so this is a use, so you're going to have to be writing this out. So please make sure to take your time. It says a solution is a special type of mixture, an alloy is a special type of solution. In a paragraph, meaning 4 to 5 sentences, complete sentences, explain the properties of an alloy and how an alloy is similar or different to a mixture of solutions. Now, you would think that this program would include something about alloys here, but it doesn't. It's dependent on you to go back and find where it's at. So I've already gone back and found where it's at for you. So to find the answer for this, other than Googling it, go to Mixtures and Solutions Part 2. You can click right here on this Dimensions tab. And then go down. It'll give you some good information about mixtures and solutions. Go on down until you see alloys. And alloys will help you. This article will start helping you to understand your answer. Please do not just copy and paste. It needs to be in your own words. I promise you, I can tell if you've copied and pasted or whether it's your own work. So, these are the things that I want you to be looking out for this week. These are the things that's going to be graded. I'm kind of give you some alternatives to make this easier. So, please take your time. Make sure you write this out. Take as much time as you need. You got the entire day to get these assignments done. Alright, thank you. Please let me know if you need anything.